Всем привет на канале Kiwi Education, и сегодня мы записываем видео не из Новой Зеландии, Австралии или Канады, как вы могли уже привыкнуть, а из Филиппин. И сегодня с нашими друзьями и партнерами, преподавателями школы Cebu International Academy, мы обсудим некоторые вопросы, которые, в общем-то, косвенно также касаются и Новой Зеландии, и Австралии, и Канады в том числе. Так что посмотрите до конца и узнайте, о чем же мы говорили. So guys, we all gather here today to discuss the advantages and disadvantages of studying English here in the Philippines in comparison to other English-speaking countries like the United States, Australia, Canada, New Zealand. And I bet you guys as native speakers do have something to say about it, to tell us about it, something more. But first, just to introduce yourself briefly, literally, in a couple of words, your name, what are you doing here, how long have you been living here in the Philippines, so that our viewers may get a general idea of who you are.
All right, I'll go first. And first of all, I would like to say hello to Dan and Victor. Thank you for being here. I'm happy to have dinner with you guys. Sean from Canada. Between the three of us native speakers, we have over 30 years experience in over 10 different countries. So first of all, to explain and describe myself, my name is Dominic and I've been a teacher for almost 20 years. My headquarters has been in Cebu, Philippines, as I got married at a very early age. Now in that 20 years, I've worked in Japan, Korea, Vietnam. I've done business in China, and that business was going around from Wuhan to Shenzhen to go to different organizations, businesses, schools, universities, and give presentations about the benefits of studying English in Cebu, not only in China, but also in Mongolia and Thailand. So, I am able to give you a very good perspective of why it's a grand idea to study English in Cebu. Now remember, I've gone to all these different countries and I've worked at many different English academies. And I settle here in CIA not only because I'm married and I'm a little biased, I will admit, but the main point is CIA and also Cebu, Philippines in general, is able to offer an international community that is invaluable to your education because you will have no choice but to be in a multicultural environment and use English language. That's the bottom line. Thank you.
Hey there, my name's Sean Christie and I'm from Canada. I've lived in Cebu for 15 years now and I've taught for 10 years. Now, I've traveled to 17 countries and lived in many of those as well, and I chose Cebu because I do love the Filipino people here, and I chose CIA because it is the top school in the Philippines. Working in CIA has been amazing. The people are very accommodating and very friendly and cooperative, and it's a really powerful team with multicultural atmosphere, and it's just a really good learning experience for the teachers as well as the students.
My name's Daniel DeVita. I'm from the United States. My family's from Italy. Both my parents are Italian, and I grew up in a bilingual environment. So I got the language kind of skill going early at a very young age. And grew up in the United States, got my university degree there. I also got early Montessori childhood training to be a teacher. And then I've got 20 years total experience teaching. And I've lived in multiple countries. I've traveled to at least 20 countries. And I've lived in most of those, like a lot of those. I've worked in China, I've worked in Korea, I've worked in Japan, teaching in all those countries, Thailand as well, and I've been in the Philippines a few times, probably total for a couple of years. I love living in the Philippines, I love the people here, they're wonderful people.
Why did you come back to the Philippines? What was the main reason? Because you're working here, you had so much experience.
Well, to be honest, the visa, they couldn't do my visa because I'm getting I'm in my 50s now, so there was going to be a visa limit if I stayed long term in China. That's the short answer.
Okay.
A longer answer would probably be that I always had an idea that I'm going to go back to the Philippines and try to settle there. And I had a girlfriend here, fiance I should say, for a number of years. So that was a factor. it got me kind of got the ball rolling here. So yeah, I always thought just a combination of things. Just the weather, there's no cold winter here, just it's affordable to live, things like that. So I think just a combination of factors. Yeah, the people that's a big one, like I mentioned. People here are really enjoyable to be around. So,
but you know what they say, the people in a country will make or break your stay in that place.
Yeah.
I mean, you can be in a place where it's not really a good idea place to be, but if the people are friendly and they take care of you and they're kind to you, that's the place where you'll probably have the most enjoyment and the most peace. So I can understand that.
Yeah, that hits the nail on the head for me, pretty much. Yeah.
So you guys, Daniel and Dominic, so you already answered the next question that I have. So it goes for you, Sean. How come that you moved to the Philippines? Because don't get me wrong, the Philippines is not the first choice which comes to mind when thinking about immigration, especially when you're living in Canada, for example.
Right, good question. When I was 27, I owned a sales and marketing company in Manila, and I lived here for about a year. And I got to know what the Filipino people were like, what the atmosphere was like. Like Daniel was saying, the good weather compared to Canadian cold, and you can understand that being from Russia. So that was a big part of it. When I decided I was going to retire at one point, I decided, you know what, I'm going to move to the Philippines because out of all the countries I've been to, the people speak English. It's easy to get around and do things because you're not struggling with that communication like in other countries. Not to mention it's cheap, it's tropical, and the people are absolutely amazing. Some of the nicest people I've met in the 17 countries I've been to. So that was really summed it up.
People here, local people are really friendly. They're really, they always sing songs. They always invite you, come with us. So, they're really friendly, really accommodating. Accommodating. So yes, it's really. Yeah. So that's what my wife said when she came back here for the second time. She went through Thailand, Bangkok, and she said there was even a difference when she landed in Thailand. So she goes through all that passport control stuff, and also, and then she go to the Philippines. She said that was a difference. So because all Filipinos people were like, "Hey, ma'am, good morning, ma'am, come please," and so on and so on. So she said, you almost never meet that in Russia. You can meet it, but not that often in Thailand, for example. And here, when you come here, so, hey ma'am, come in, good morning, so on. So she said it's a really good thing for her what she mentioned. She mentioned that.
I had the same shock because when I was in university in the early 2000s, I used to frequent Thailand.
Yeah.
That was my favorite hangout spot. Summer vacation, winter vacation, the first place I'm heading is to Thailand. I hit up Singapore and Malaysia, but Thailand is just too much fun. And then my old man, my father, told me, Dominic, you should check out the Philippines. So I came to the Philippines, and that was my first shock too. Came to the airport, and the immigration officers are speaking fluent English. I'm like, wait a second, this person sounds like my cousin. What's going on here? Am I back in America? I turned on the radio station. Welcome to Monster Radio 105.9. Whoa, my God, they're speaking English right here on the radio station. And this is popular music. It blew my mind. And like I said, I've been living here for 20 years, and honestly, I speak the Filipino language here, Visayan, which we're in the Visayas in Cebu area. I speak elementary level, but people here speak English so well and so much, I honestly don't have to learn the language. I can thrive just with speaking English.
True that.